Hello everybody, this is Sandy Carroll from the Berkshire County Board of Realtors, and we're going to be talking about our first quarter 2018 real estate market watch. We are talking about the entire region of Berkshire County. Northern Berkshire, Central Berkshire, and Southern Berkshire will be how we will break out our sales today. And to kick off, we're going to talk about single-family home sales first. There was a slight decrease in the number of transactions in the first quarter compared to last year. 201 single-family homes sold compared to 235. That represents a 14% decrease. And you can see Northern Berkshire was off a little bit. Central Berkshire is primarily from a Pittsfield market that fell a little bit, and then Southern Berkshire is exactly on target as the same time in 2017, first quarter of 2017. Our inventory paints a different picture though. 734 homes available on the market as of March. That's a 15% decrease from last year, which was a decrease from the previous year. We're consistently across the county looking at less homes on the market in double digits. In Northern Berkshire, it was a drop of 16%, Central Berkshire 19%, and Southern Berkshire 18%. So really, we have an inventory issue. We only have 6 months of absorption right now, which means that there is not enough inventory to satisfy all the buyers that will hit us this year. That's usually great news for sellers. Anything below a 7 to 8 month absorption rate in Berkshire County is typically a seller's market. And we're starting to see some of those pressures in these numbers. And that's why when we look at the dollar volume sold, we're going to see an increase. Even though the number of units, we didn't have as many transactions. This went up 18%, $60 million transacted countywide in the first quarter. You can see it's a jump of 13% in Northern Berkshire, $6 million. In Central Berkshire, almost 20 million transacted, an increase of 2%, and in Southern Berkshire slightly off at a decrease of 2%. Now, if we look at median sale price, this paints a different picture. $197,500 is our median selling price in an incredibly affordable market in Berkshire County. You can see Northern Berkshire is a little under $141,000 on average for a single-family home. Central Berkshire is $188,000, and Southern Berkshire is a little over $302,000. So when you compare it to our state and our nation, we are an extremely affordable place to live, even with this inventory crunch. Pending sales went down. We were looking at 90 pending sales at the end of March, down from 125, which is a 28% decrease. This is really due to the inventory issues. If we look at our sales, though, they're between $100,000 and $200,000. That's the hottest market that we have throughout the entire county. Those are where the inventory is moving most definitely the fastest. You can see it reflects in the average days on market. We're dropping. We have 197 days from the time a realtor lists it for sale until the lawyers close the transaction. And so you can see in Northern Berkshire, 163 days, Central Berkshire on average 183 days, and Southern Berkshire on average 310 days. It takes a little bit longer in the Southern Berkshire market. We do have some hot residential real estate markets. So when we look at Cheshire, Dalton, Hancock, Lanesboro, some of the outliers, we're seeing great numbers. We're happy to see Dalton rebound a little bit. They were slightly off at the end of 2017, so they're having a strong first quarter. We were excited for that. Peru is also, they doubled their sales in nice price appreciation. Richmond also, you can see they only have one more sale, but their price appreciation is much higher. Great Barrington and Lee, very strong. Again, Lee, it's interesting, does not have a huge jump in the dollar volume, but seeing 2 more sales there is a very positive note. New Marlboro had a very significant sales increase, and Stockbridge is doing great as well. So we're happy to see this going into the second quarter of 2018 for these cities and towns in Berkshire County. Now, if we shift our focus to multifamily sales, we have great news, really increasing volumes. A lot of this could be due to the inventory issues that we're experiencing in the residential market. This is a great place for people to get into the housing market. 29% jump in the number of sales. We had 36 transactions in the first quarter alone, over $4 million. The average selling price of multifamily sales has dropped to $85,600. So that is an interesting dynamic. And the days on market is down to only 177 days. We only have 6 months of inventory in this market, so the properties that are placed on the market are moving quickly, and it is still incredibly affordable and a great way to get into housing. Similarly, we're seeing a nice bump in condo sales for the same reason. They are a higher market bracket, but people are starting to look at condos when they can't seem to find what they're looking for in the residential sales. So you can see a 41% jump in sales. That's 24 units transacted in the first quarter. A huge jump in dollar volume, up over $12 million in the first quarter alone. And we're at an average median sale price of about $300,000 in our condo market. Days on markets, it takes a little longer for condos to sell, always has, but it is creeping downward to 262 days. We still have condo inventory, 14 months of inventory, so buyers can be a little bit picky and choosy about that. And we've seen some great condo developments throughout the county, and so that being a spur of this market is a great thing to see. If we shift our focus now to land sales, it's doing better. We still have some land issues with a lot of land on the market and not as much selling as we would like. We had a jump of 33% in sales. We had 28 parcels transacted in the first quarter, almost $2 million in value. The median sale price for land is $118,331, which is a decrease of 19%. You can see we have 53 months of inventory of land, so we have a lot of land on the market, and it takes a while to sell it. We are shifting down. It used to take over 2 years, almost 3 years, and now it is under 2 years to sell a parcel of land. But we're hoping that this market will rebound as the inventory issues increase. We might start to see people purchasing land, developing land, and building. So just a kind of a big picture overview, we know that sellers believe now is a good time to sell because they're reaping the rewards of the inventory crunch. What's interesting is that buyers are also saying that now is a good time to buy. Interest rates are still low, although they're starting to creep up, and inventory is starting to tighten. So we can see 66% of all consumers believe now is a good time to buy. 76% of homeowners believe now is a good time to shift if they need to purchase up or down. And then renters, 55%, are thinking about getting into the market. So there's still a lot of demand on the horizon. We think that that bodes well for a very good 2018. We look forward to bringing you the second quarter market watch in a few months, and we thank you so much for watching us today. Have a great day.